Hey everybody, it's Wolvash. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We are here in Darkwater at the port looking at the thick, sludgy, disgusting water, and we're going to go around and meet some of the locals because I'm sure they're super nice and not creepy at all. You are not going to catch anything in that water. More death. Look at this, man. Look at the holes in the... Like, somebody bothered to put the board that way. This town must lose 10 people a year to just, like, broken ankles. And I can just feel the moisture in the air in this game.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You see how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Are those little turtles?
Can't do that.
Crabs.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
They can
Forget it.
understand, man.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an
Oh,
omen.
you guys are just going to keep talking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's look at the
The
whale.
blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't
I don't think this guy can do that by himself in his
Damn
way. So.
stupid idiots.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
You're totally out of your depth there.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not like another one of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
Yeah, but I wasn't done
You
talking.
can't understand.
Don't put
Oh,
that beast
I'm done
back in
talking?
the water, you shysters. You're
Okay.
crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid
Well, I didn't get
idiots.
off on a good foot with
Forget
the
it. Nobody listens to us
local
anyway.
law enforcement, so we'll go to the bar. That's what you do, right? You just head straight to the bar?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Well, not while I'm in charge. I'll keep you off the sauce. Ooh, can I have that? No. I know I'm going to need it. Let me take it now. Ooh, who's this guy? Just another drunken sailor. I wondered if we were going to do something.
Be careful.
Careful, I didn't level up your strength. Don't go picking fights you can't win.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You're serving him. I don't know what this means, but I didn't go looking for it.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay. Let's find out about Darkwater. Nah, let's ask about the Prohibition first, because we made a point of thinking it was interesting that it wasn't here.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
Nope.
Anything else?
You gave away half the game there. Why the stranded whale?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Well, what about Sarah Hawkins? You know anything about that?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I mean, it's true they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
All right, well, enough about that.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Tell me about Darkwater. Oh, that's all about Darkwater. Well, then tell me about Warehouse 36.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
No. You told me about the Prohibition in Darkwater. I'm good to go. Thank you.
That'll be all for now.
All right. Who am I talking to around here? Is this their tabs? Fitzroy, Hawkins, Winchester, Andrews, Baker. Always free for the lady. She's your rum runner then. I'm sure of it.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$60. Yeah, he kind of ran the roost on that thing. Prohibition. That's what they think of Prohibition.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Oh, sorry, just eavesdropping.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch is covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which the part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. The miraculous catch is what the locals call the last catch of their whalers. In 1847, although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of Darkwater whalers, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it's maintained by the survivors.
The girl, Doctor. Golden. She won't stop asking.
What's up?
You like our song?
Not really, but...
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What is this song?
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What about the whaling? Did it end after that?
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
So clearly the miraculous catch. Ooh, this guy's going to be interesting to talk to. He's covered in tattoos. I think we've met our first cultist.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Nope. He is truly troubled, though. Look at him. He's all scarred things into his arm. That shirt looks like it's bled from the inside, from like other cuts he's made on himself.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
I'm thinking this young lady back here is going to be our rum runner. She's our alcohol provider.
What you looking at, stranger?
Oh, it's a cheesy line, but what is a woman like you doing in a place like this?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Okay, jeez. That's what I get for being flirty. Alright. Now I saw a crowd gathering here. They either have something to say or they're designed to keep me from venturing further.
Optimistic.
Are you
nothing
stupid
for
or
you
what?
here
Even your
either.
captain told you not
Beat
to stick
it.
your noses
Okay.
around here again.
This isn't your home.
That was what I was wondering, if they were going to tell me to get lost. Okay, let's go visit Fitzroy, the harbor master. Fitz, I'm going to look around your shop before I talk to you, if that's okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
That's a bag, you numbnut. That's not... You can't... Well, they got plumbing at least. I'm sure that thing is cold to sit on.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Sperm whale, something, something, and another kind of whale.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Ooh. A library full of books? Ooh, more medicine. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Nice. Some big old oysters and clams.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
He has a wooden leg. Thing on the back? Nope. Nothing in there. What is that? Is this... Oh, it's his leg. It's the wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
Took me a second to realize what that was. I don't think it's macabre. I'm pretty sure it's just macabre.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
This place seems way more than half abandoned.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Interesting. Alright, let's talk. Fitzroy.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. And the table next to me. Oh, this one.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who'd want this information to be hidden? Oh, wow. Sneaky old harbor master. And again, great deck work here, guys. Perfect.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Talk to me about Darkwater. Geez, we unlocked a lot of stuff from looking at that. Let's start with... Who is Cat?
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Yeah, you saw me do it.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
As long as I'm digging through your stuff, let's take a look at this photograph.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I saw it. It's only half wood. Let's talk about that whale they're trying to throw back in the water.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What would have killed anything that left gouges like that in it?
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Okay. I'm guessing whatever that is tied to that miraculous catch.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Alright. This is the big story about this town. Tell me about the miraculous catch.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I read it. Seems a little too good to be true. Alright, let's talk about his documents that are all smudged here. We couldn't get that third date.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yeah, the fishing stopped in 1847, but there were dates past that. There were dates like 1907 on there.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
All right. Now it's your turn. Tell me about their warehouse, the Hawkins warehouse.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
The biggest building in town.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
I know where the warehouse is. I think we're good.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. Will do. Appreciate the information there, Fitzroy. Looks like the cops have cleared out of my way. They got the whale dragged a little bit farther along.
Shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
We back to looking at the same thing.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're
A
not
killer
seeing.
whale.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
I'm gonna head over there, but there's so many people to possibly talk to. But I think before any of that, real fast, I actually want to see what is this statue out on the docks. Did I get it?
Damnation. I broke it.
Ah, criminy. Okay. It's got that strange writing on it that we saw before. That was written behind in our own, like, menus. St. Brendan the Navigator. Oh, something about the occult there.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
It's because it is not a human language, it looks like. It's very alien, but hopefully we don't get into aliens. Anything out here? No. Can I climb up stuff? No. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's go see if any of these gentlemen, fine gentlemen, have anything to say.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
I looked at him.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
Just arrived, morons.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us.
That's not how bozos is spelled.
Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Jeez Louise. Is this where you live?
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
You don't have any work then?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Perfect solution to your problems.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Okay, who are the guys over there?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Who's Cat? I know who Cat is. Cat's the bootlegger.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
And everything goes back to my numerous statements about just stay away from the whiskey, you know?
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay. Just reaffirming things that we already know. Cat's the bootlegger. Cat's the one in the bar.
Who's this guy?
Just coming
No
to talk.
idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of
Soaks?
thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Let's see. Who's this belong to?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
So you work for Cat?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Glasgow smile. Were you two the ones that defaced the statue?
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Alright, let's talk about this passage that you're blocking to Hawkins' warehouse.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Alright. I don't think my eloquence is going to work here. I'm not going to lie right now. I'll continue to investigate.
Farewell.
Because I don't think my eloquence is high enough that I could trick these guys. Okay, so that's the way in. Even though this looks like it would be a gate, that's not going to be the way we get in here. Let's see what this guy has to say, and then I think we might be done for tonight. Oh, it's a different cop?
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What do you know about the Hawkins case?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Anything else to say? Nope, guess not. Well, when you're done talking to folks, you are done talking to folks. Let's go talk to Cat next, if she'll let us. Oh, those guys cleared out. Maybe that's where we're going to go. We'll pop... Wait, were you guys here before? You weren't. Yeah, we'll talk to you, and then we'll go check on Cat next time.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. calm down.
Yep, Cat is definitely the one that we got to talk to make any headway around here. Anybody else new in here? Oh, Cat's talking to some folks now. Okay, well, we will pick up next time going to pay a visit to her. But for now, not too bad. We're definitely got things guiding us in a direction. And if we don't get anything out of her, then we may go back and lie to those guys and tell them that she sent us and see if we can get in that way. Because otherwise, we've hit a bit of a stumbling block. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please come back next time. We'll keep investigating, see what Miss Kit Kat over here has to do with anything. And try not to get our throats cut or bellies opened. Seems to be... Oh, faces cut, not throats. Cheeks cut or bellies open. We don't want any of those things. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.